Welcome back, friends, to the zombie apocalypse. I'm Juniper, and today in Project Zomboid, it's time for some farming. Alright, farming time. Poke our nose outside here. Anybody coming to visit us? Probably not. We so rarely have visitors these days, but I guess that is just the way it goes. Okay, so the main plan for today is farming. And I think this looks like a perfect place for a farm. This little area of grass in between rows of parked cars. I think that's a great place for a farm. Do I have a trowel on me? No, I do not, no. Okay, well, let's grab a trowel. Okay, I've grabbed a bunch of things. One of them is a trowel. Oops, that door's closed. These guys all full of water here? Yes, good. And drop one more watering can here. That's empty, so that one will fill up next time. Alright, what did I grab? I grabbed a trowel, and I grabbed some seeds. So we're going to do cabbage, carrots, and tomatoes. I think that should give us what we need. However, there is some trash here that we need to deal with. Literal trash. We can't have literal trash in our farm. Okay, this is probably really heavy, isn't it? Yes. But I can just cram all that trash in my backpack and worry about it later. Okay, hedges. The hedges are still alive. I wonder if we can pick them up and replant them somewhere. Let's see. I need farming skill 1 in order to pick this up. That's kind of rude. Well, I guess we will start our farm here and on the other side, and then eventually move into the middle area here, which kind of screws up my plans because I have a trick for farming that I was planning on using. Oh look, it's time to listen to the radio. So I'm gonna take a look at the map real quick here, and the last time we had a helicopter was the 20th, and today is the 28th, so in theory we could have a helicopter today. I'm going to go ahead and pull out the radio, and I'm going to listen to that. Clear skies today, clear skies tomorrow, a severe thunderstorm in 3 days. Okay, so I think that means the day after tomorrow, realistically. Give it one more little blip here. Alright, no helicopter today. That's what I like to see. We can proceed with our plans as expected. So step 1 is going to be, we have the trowel, so we should be able to just select dig furrow. Yep, there we go. Dig furrow right there in the grass. Looks kind of weird. Actually, I think I know why. I forget how to remove vegetation. Maybe they've changed this mod since then. So I did some research, and there does seem to be something different about the mod here, in that I can't remove the vegetation the way I used to be able to. I can still remove wall vines. What if I do? Yeah, it's a different function. Okay, so it looks like they've changed the mod, and I'm not going to be able to just remove vegetation anymore, which is annoying. Hopefully they fix that. Unless there's something else I need to do. I don't know. It's not essential that we remove the vegetation right now. However, it is a feature that I would like back. I'd like to be able to remove the vegetation once again. So it looks like some other people on the Steam Workshop have been having a similar problem, so hopefully within a couple of days we'll get that sorted out. But what am I doing right now? Right now I am just digging furrows in a pattern like this. So it's kind of in every other space, and eventually we will demolish these hedges here, and we'll do this in a checkerboard pattern across the whole space here. The reason I'm doing it like this, spacing them out, is so that if a plant gets a disease, because in Project Zomboid you can absolutely get plants that have diseases which either make them grow really slow, take a lot of water, or produce less fruit. And if you have a bunch of the same plant close together, their diseases, if one gets a disease, it can give it to the other one. It's pretty straightforward. But that's the reason for the staggered spacing like that. Let me get rid of this trash, then we'll move on with our day. So I can't just throw trash on the ground like I would normal things. I have to actually place it, which is fine. I guess we're going to have a bit of a trashy back area here. There we go. That looks good. So since apparently I don't have the skills to remove these hedges yet, I'm going to probably do a bit of a change of plan. Let me cut this tree down. Nice. Actually, let's go ahead and saw the log up too while we're at it. I do carry a saw with me, right? Yeah, there we go. Cool. And I'm not sure how far I'm going to go. We don't really need a huge farm here. I'm kind of just going down this far because I want to be able to plant more. Because as soon as we have one full harvest, I'll have farming level 1 and we'll have no problem removing these hedges. However, we're not there yet, so we're just going to start here with 6 plants. And we're going to start with carrots. Sow seed. Why can't I plant the carrots? Do I need more than 8 seeds to plant carrots? I'm going to go get all my carrot seeds. Hang on. So I'm just over here minding my own business, trying to find some carrot seeds, and this zombie came in from somewhere. That's extremely rude. However, I will say that this, oh, it was a raider zombie. This zombie making a timely appearance here is quite nice because it means that I don't have to go an episode without killing a single zombie because I hate that. Though we'll probably go ahead and look for some more trouble once we get the farm set up because really we're almost done. There's not a lot to farming here. Oh my gosh. Look at that, we have 358 carrot seeds now. Whoops, that's probably a little bit overkill, don't you say? We'll go ahead and plant carrots in all of these guys and put them all back in their packages. The way seeds work in this game is quite nice. I like it in that you can open the packages to have all the seeds out, and then you can put them back in packages. So like the packaging just materializes out of thin air when you go to put them back in, which is just, I just find it funny. It's a nice quality of life feature for sure. Not complaining. All right, it's time to get the water. So we've got all these 6 plots here planted with carrots. Time to water them. So these full watering cans all have tainted water. We would have to sterilize them before using them for drinking water purposes, but we don't need it for drinking water because we have our plumbing system that we set up quite a while ago, and we are extremely heavy load right now carrying all this water over here. So let me drop off the empties. May as well just leave them here close by. Water, watering can with water full. And do the same over here. I'm gonna be out, right? I guess it says I'm not out yet. Ah, I get it. Okay. It's allowing me to pull another watering can when they run out. All right, how much water do we have left? We have 1 full one. It looks like 2 of them are. Didn't we have 4? Now there's only 3? Beg your pardon? Where's the 4th one? Well, that's weird. Do they have a chance to break or something? I do not know. However, we can water them a little bit more here. Info? Well watered, okay. Oh, one of them's in my hands. That's where it went. I get it. I'm smart. It's okay. Well watered. All right. Can't water that one anymore. We can water this one just a little bit. Can't water this one anymore. We can water this one just a little bit. Okay, cool. Do I hear a zombie? No, I hear the wind. Cool. Well, there we go. Our carrots are fully watered and planted and good to go, and it'll take quite some time to before they need more water since we watered them to full, but I'm sure it'll rain before then, and if it rains, obviously you don't have to worry too much about your plants getting watered. So let's see, what should we do with the rest of the day today? I'm not quite sure. First of all, I'm going to go back and take a break and give the character a rest. Theresa Day has been working pretty hard carrying around a whole bunch of big jugs of water, so she deserves a bit of a rest over here. Maybe pop a VHS tape into the TV and relax over here on the sofa, or I guess the armchair. Well, we've finished our main task for the day, and it's only 2 p.m. So we're gonna have to find something else to do with our evening as I drop off a handful of things that I don't really need to be carrying around, like these planks. Planks are real heavy. Okay, well, we got what we need to carry on with our day here. So let's go find some trouble. Starting to look pretty empty in this whole region. There's a couple of zombies. There was one right there. There was one a little ways back from here, but pretty happy about how clear this whole region seems to be. We're back up here by the strip mall and by the baseball bat factory. So maybe we spend some more time up here. We're certainly at the point though where some of these zombie bodies could be fake dead. So I'm going to be pretty careful, and we'll just see what trouble we end up getting up to. First, we need to eat a snack. This guy doesn't seem to realize that I'm just here enjoying a can of spaghetti bolognese. He's got to come and bother me. It's our fresh crowbar, by the way. Let's take a look here. It is a crowbar. It does not have any fancy modifiers quite yet, because it's fresh, brand new. We found it somewhat recently. I cannot recall the details. There's a group up there we should probably consider dealing with. There's also a group down there on the road. Let's go deal with these guys. They're nice and tucked into these trees here, and I really love trees because there can be zombies hiding in trees, of course. Love zombies hiding in trees. But that's okay. They're all going to have to get taken care of one way or another. Maybe I can pull them out here into the road. I definitely prefer fighting in the road, where I can see what's going on. This is just some real lovely beachfront or riverfront property right here. A nice, quiet park. Or at least it will be quiet once we eventually get rid of all the zombies that are infesting it. Although fortunately, because we've been working here for so long, the numbers in this area are just a lot better than what they used to be. Although there's certainly more right here than what I saw when I was looking a second ago. So there could be more in this area than I saw, but it's okay. We got this. We're getting pretty proficient with the crowbar. Looks like there are a handful hiding amongst the trees here. Worried about how big this group might be, but it should be okay. But yeah, this, as you can tell from my little mini-map down in the corner, we are to the north, the northwest of the mall. These are the sorts of zombies that are close enough to the mall that they could be a problem. They could come up and surprise us while we are wandering around the mall without a care in the world, and assuming that there's just nobody out there to worry about. And yeah, we'll just take care of them. Let me do some shouting. What was that? I heard an ambient noise like trees rustling, but it didn't sound like the sound when zombies move in trees. Maybe it's just an effect. Anyway, I'm gonna do some shouting here. If there are any zombies hiding in the trees, I'd much rather them make their way towards me than to have me stumble upon them. And it's starting to look like that might just be it. So I'm gonna do a big loop here, work my way back around to the mall, and then we'll go back down the road and clean up any potential survivors. Well, they're not survivors. Any potential stragglers as we go. But all in all, it's looking pretty light out here. For our next helicopter, which is due soon-ish, any day now, frankly. For our next helicopter, I'm thinking that I will most likely just stay at home. Maybe we'll work on farming or work on some other skills then. With the lack of zombies in this region here, we can probably just stay at home and not worry about anything at all, frankly. That's, at least that's my perspective. Maybe we will get proven wrong, in which case we'll have some excitement. Theresa Day is starting to get adjusted to the zombies' life. And the last thing we would want is for her to get complacent. So maybe we risk it a little bit the next time we have a helicopter. We let it potentially draw in more zombies from further into Louisville, because there's definitely a lot. I can guarantee you that there are an absolute ton of zombies inside Louisville proper still, and we just haven't gotten to them yet. Or rather, they just haven't gotten to us yet. That's probably the more realistic way to say it. Easy peasy. Nothing we need here. Somebody inside, though. I'm not really planning to push into the building today, since it's basically 6 o'clock. It's nighttime. We're headed back to the base for sleep very shortly. Just making sure that there's no stragglers hanging out here that are easy targets for me to take care of before we head home. And it looks like we've done it, so gonna go ahead, hop in the car, and we'll drive on home, and we'll call it a day there. I'm gonna drive home a little bit differently than we usually do, just to kind of draw out the zombies. So there's a group here. We're back at Joe's Chicken. There's a group out there. Not too many, but there's still stragglers in this whole little commercial district area. Not too many, nothing we can't handle, but the more I can drag them out to the streets, the easier they will be to deal with. And yeah. We'll do a swing of the parking lot too, we may as well. Make sure that there's nobody hanging out here. And also I know the game is pretty laggy right now when I'm doing the driving, and I'm sure that can be a little bit difficult to watch. There's two down here. We should probably take care of these guys, actually. So yeah, I know that the low frame rate while driving can be difficult to watch. Like we're back up well above 60 right now because we've stopped and because I've zoomed in. And when we're driving, the frame rate can get as low as like 20 to 30 frames. And there are settings that I could do to probably make that a little bit better. It's not something that I have zero control over, but I believe the game runs single core CPU, and there's not a ton you can do to improve the frames per second, especially with such a large zoomed out area here like I am with the driving right now, and with going so quickly. Like this is about 38 frames per second right now, and it honestly looks okay. 35 to 40 or so looks fine. When we were coming back into the mall area, I think it's when we're loading new chunks and new zombies and stuff, that's definitely when it tanks. Like we're down below 30 right now. But yeah, all in all, I think we've made some good progress today. We got, let me try to park without hitting anything. There we go. In our normal square. It also helps if I turn off the engine. Alright, well, like I said, we got a bunch done. We got our farm set up. And we'll have carrots going. Oh, you know what we could do? We could go and check the traps. I haven't looked it up recently about as far as how long it'll take before the traps catch something. And let's go take a look. Oh, and while we're running down the street here, we have a level up in sprinting. So what does that put us at? That's our first level in sprinting. You can tell how much sprinting I do. We're already level 3 nimble. We just hit level 3 in sprinting, so I don't do that much sprinting. It's something I'm trying to do, like when I'm moving from one location to another, like right now, where I'm like, okay, well, I'll meet you guys over there or whatever. I typically run there because like it's good practice for me it's good practice for the character to actually work on their sprinting. It's just something I never do because generally speaking, it's not a good idea. All right, well, I can't remember if the animation changes on these guys. Or the animation, the sprite. Remove bait, that one still has bait. Ah, this one, the bait's gone. This one still has bait, okay. Can we bait this with anything? No. Well, we're down to 2 traps, so one of them, an animal got away with the peanut butter. Unlucky. I wanted that peanut butter for myself, and the other 2, are still waiting. I think it's like you have to stay out of the area for a certain amount of time and then you might catch something, so we'll give it a couple of days before we come back and peek on the traps again. Well, it's 8 p.m. It's that time of night. Time for us to tuck in. Go ahead and grab the book we've been reading. Go ahead and close the door too. We've been working on our trapping book, so I'll go ahead and continue reading the trapping book while I say goodbye. All right, well, thanks, friends, for joining me today. I'm Juniper. Hope you enjoyed today's farming adventure, and I hope I see you again soon. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye now.